What is Barrett's esophagus? What causes it, and can it be healed?
I will explain, and yes. So Barrett's esophagus is a metaplasia of the columnar cells that normally should be squamous epithelium in the lower esophagus, 1/3 of the bottom of your swallowing tube. It's a precancerous condition which can lead to adenocarcinoma of the esophagus, which is getting less rare. It used to be rare. I have a colleague physician that Clive and I have that died of this. And it's a damage from repeated exposure to stomach acid. And it's the most often diagnosed in patients that have long-term reflux, gastrointestinal reflux, and GERD, called GERD. And GERD is often accompanied by symptoms like heartburn or regurgitation. So why does America have so much trouble with heartburn? Well, it's their diet. Guess what? It's their diet. So here's the things. Don't drink with your meal. Okay, that liquid can then bubble in your stomach and come right up your esophagus. Now your stomach has two muscle rings, one at the top and one at the bottom. When you eat, the top one's supposed to open up and the bottom one's supposed to close. And when it's all digested and liquefied, the top one's supposed to close and the bottom one's supposed to open up and let things go out from the acid environment to the small bowel, which is alkaline environment. So, don't drink with your meals. Avoid dairy. Did you know dairy causes reflux? Now, the number biggie that we do in the United States, caffeine. Caffeine opens up that esophageal ring at the top and makes reflux much more likely. So coffee, tea, so theobromine will do it, chocolate, I know, I stepped on that one, peppermint and mints. So when you're at a nice restaurant and they give you a chocolate mint, they're not doing that to be nice. They're wanting you to go out of there without a bloated stomach. So it will open up that esophageal ring so you don't feel so bloated and you'll come back and get more. Okay? So that causes reflux. So mint, peppermint, chocolate, coffee, tea, which everybody uses in the United States, and they wonder why they have reflux. Fried food makes reflux. And everybody loves fried food. Fatty foods will do this. Now, then when they're so sensitive with this reflux, then the things that are good for you will make it worse. So tomatoes, which have a pH of 4.9, stomach acid's about 2 to 4. And then you've got citrus that will make reflux worse. When I get my patients to change their diet and they go onto a whole food diet, plant-based diet, they all of a sudden find that the citrus and tomatoes no longer bother them because they've changed their diet. So like a tangerine has a pH of 3.9, grapefruit has a pH of 3.3, lemon is a 2.3, and a lime is a 2.4. So try eating apples, berries, melons, bananas, peaches, or pears instead.
This might sound an ignorant question, but sometimes, raspberries can be tart, and sometimes blueberries can be a little bit. Does that mean the high pH?
No, that's not enough.
Okay.
It's not enough.
All right.
I would think if you're having constant reflux, any food's going to make you reflux. So another couple things that are on the list is onion and garlic. That will make you have reflux. High-fat foods, cheese and meats. Alcohol make you have reflux. It opens up that esophageal ring. And of course, sodas, carbonated beverages, they also open up because the bubbles will open up that esophageal ring and you'll get reflux. High salt intake will make you have reflux. So junk food, processed food, chips, your favorite prepackaged hot and ready to eat foods, those are all going to be high in sodium and they're going to really wreak havoc on your reflux. And when you have reflux repeatedly, then you can get Barrett's esophagus, which are pre-cancer sites. Now, the gastroenterologist will ask you to change your diet. He'll put you on an acid blocker so that acid won't come back up in your esophagus. And he will periodically check. Now, if it's really, 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 really bad, he can go in there and zap those sites, which look like they're precancerous. But most of the time, not needed if you will change your diet, and then you will not have the reflux and you won't be miserable. Now, a lot of people get reflux because they eat so late and then they lay down. I would put the head of the bed up, and that will help. And don't eat for at least 4 hours before you go to bed. Make sure the eating is before that. Give yourself 4 hours to empty your stomach, and you're going to have less reflux at night, and it won't be so bothersome.